star Vilma Banky, with DeMille as the best man. The part of Mary Hubble was portrayed by silent film star Jovina Ralston, who usually played the angelic ingenue. She made over 50 silent films, but only 2 talkies, one opposite Rin Tin Tin. After that, her film career ended because she had a noticeable lisp.
Our movie, Gigolo, was introduced to theaters in 1926. It takes place in 3 places: Pleasanton, Wisconsin, Paris, and the south of France. It is the story of a wealthy family, the Gories, who run the main business in the small town of Pleasanton. But the mother decides that they should move to Europe. Gideon enlists in World War I, fighting on the side of France, and when he returns, he finds out both his parents have died. After World War I, many young men returning to France were poor and disillusioned, and Gideon was one of them. Meanwhile, many Americans wanted to forget the war and party, especially the wealthy ones who hadn't lived through the horrors of the war firsthand and had money to visit Europe. So a new job was created, that of a gigolo, which Gideon took on as a profession. It was a gigolo's job to dance with the tourists flocking to France and sometimes to escort them around town. They were paid per dance or even per day. It was an acceptable practice for the Americans to use gigolos, but no French girl would ever think of talking to or dancing with one. Our story takes place in the south of France, and even though it's a silent film, we want you to know what's going on, so there will be talking. We want you to use your imagination to believe that we are in a real French cafe, and that the boys speaking with French accents are actually speaking French. Young girls like myself are rich young Americans who have the money to flock to Europe and have a good time. And the old man and woman are Mr. and Mrs. Hubble, the parents of our heroine, Mary Hubble, all from Pleasanton, Wisconsin. Actors, take your places.
So where are we going tonight? Where's all the rich American women?
Oh, Cafe Nice. It's full of all those pretty American girls who do not know any better.
Oui.
Proper French girls would not be caught dead dancing with us, but with the Americans, all it takes is our accent and a knowing smile. Now that the war is over, they think that France is one big party, and their mamas and papas are more than happy to pay for it.
You better make sure that you are not the one paying for it. You keep sneaking off the dance floor and going under the boardwalk with them.
Oh, Monsieur High and Mighty, I will not get in your way of doing business, and you will not get in mine.
Alors, here comes some business. Vous danser avec nous?
Oui.
Combien?
How much?
How would you like to dance with the best dancer in all of France?
Zoot! Hey, here comes your Wisconsin fan club. Be careful.
Hello, Gideon. Now, Mary. You've been hogging Gideon. Let me have a turn.
How about your plaisir, madame?
Well, I don't know what you said, but I sure like the way you said it.
He said, at your pleasure, Mama.
Such nice manners.
Vous dansez avec moi?
Gideon, you're obviously a person of education, refinement, and class. Yet you're content to dance around as a gigolo. I don't understand.
You Americans don't understand. The war has changed us. This generation is no good. I am no good.
What rot? They probably said the same thing in Asia after Alexander the Great got through with them. It isn't through here, but it is sick. I wish you could see America. It's alive. It may be young and crude, but it's healthy and clean.
Ah, ma belle Marie, you are upset. That Gideon, he has no feelings. He is a cold one. Come now, chérie. Come take a walk with me. You will feel so much better.
You know what, Mary Ellen, this French music sure is boring.
I know, Alice. I think we should teach them to Charleston.
Let's get some American music.
Okay, come on, we're gonna teach them.
You look like you want to learn to dance.
Come on, we're gonna teach you.
No, you don't.
Okay, so we're gonna teach you 3 basic steps of the Charleston. So the first one is gonna be just a shimmy back and forth, like this. Shake back and forth. All right, there you go. Okay. All right. Now the second step we're gonna teach you is probably the most famous. Is where you left foot forward, and kick right foot out, and Use your hands and chase them around like this. Alright, so the third one is where you put your hands on your knees, like this. And then you just back and forth and move your hands, kind of an optical illusion, if you would like to put it that way. Alright, so let's try to put it all together. If you guys want to face that way so that the camera can see it.
No, not really.
Here, I'll put here some more. So, shoot me like this.
We're all stars.
Right and left and right and hand shaking.
So good.
Now to the knees. This. Yeah. Then you can kind of do whatever you want after this. I kind of like to do this thing. Do this thing. Kind of fun.
Guys are natural.
You guys are pretty good.
Who's the truth, Mary?
Oh, see, I do wish these foreigners wouldn't have a bit of English.
Where's Mary?
Oh, I think she went on a walk with Mr. Mazzetti, dear.
Good grief.
Oh yeah, look at that Frenchie speaking perfect English.
Yes,
Don't you know?
That's so good.
Come now, you know you wanted. You came on this walk, do not pretend you don't know why.
Mary! Attendez, stop it!
Get out of here, you pigs! Fine, to and through when I talk with the lady. You are finished, and now she is mine.
The hell she is!
Ah!
Kitty, I knew you'd come. I knew you couldn't stay being a gigolo.
Mary Hubble, you knew all along, didn't you? You think I'm a bum, don't you?
Kitty, I've been stuck on you since I was 9 years old, back in Pleasanton, Wisconsin. I knew about it when your mother lost her fortune and when you went into the war, but then I lost track of you. Kitty, I used to stand on the sidewalk and watch you through the hedge of your house. Honest, Kitty.
I don't know how you ever recognized me.
It takes more than a French accent and clothes to fool me, Kitty. You know, there were old pictures left in the attic of your house after we bought it. I know them by heart, Kitty. By heart. Come on, Kitty. Let's go.